Well, happy Father's Day, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Jim Involved Trades channel and Sunday night charts. We got a big deal trade coming, I believe. Going to have a pretty week, I believe, coming up for Bitcoin. So I'm going to show you. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time tonight, guys, because it's Father's Day and my daughter's cooked me a nice meal that she wants me to be in there for that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is share what I'm seeing in the charts, guys. I'm going to do it as quickly as possible and show you the trade setup that we're looking at for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then the rest of crypto. To be honest with you, all of the charts are doing the same thing. So let me know you got good video and good audio. I'll share the chart, what I'm looking at overall, and the overall structure for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Probably, guys, just going to keep this one a short one, about 30 minutes if we can. All right, sorry about that, but it is Father's Day. I want to hang out with the family, especially since my daughter's decided to cook a big old meal for me. So we're a little late. We've had busy. My kids were in a show this weekend, and we just we took the set down, did strike today, and so we had a busy day. Haven't had much time with the family. What's up, Daniel and Charles and Satoshi? Hey, guys. We got Satoshi Nakamoto here, dude. The Bitcoin maker. Wow! Thanks for joining my channel. What's up, buddy? Mr. Killashade, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, there's 32 of you here. Hopefully the rest of you will join in. Let's see. Charles, basically, just send me a message. Once you join the Discord, buddy, send me a private message within the Discord, and I'll get you set up. It's going to have to be, hey, Austin, good to see you, man. Love you, buddy. That's my brother from another mother, guys. Austin Craft right there. Happy Father's Day to you, too, man. You got a little baby coming. It's exciting. Anyway, Charles, just make sure you send me a message in Discord, inside Discord, and I'll make sure that I get you set up in the Discord once we're finished with the YouTube live. Let me find you guys on my phone here. Perfect. Good video and audio, I'm assuming. Hey, Andres. Good to see you. Turning off my sound here. There we go. All right, we're all set. Let's jump into the charts, guys. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Oh, that looks really good. Beautiful. All right. We'll zoom out. 4-hour chart. Here's what I'm thinking, guys. Here's what I'm thinking. My primary count for Bitcoin is A, B, C. The C's not finished. We got 1, 2, 3 down here. Okay. All this was a flat 4 or a WXY fourth wave. And now I think we're getting an impulse back down for the fifth wave of C. That's my primary count, guys. All right. So I think this is going to impulse all the way down. Let me look at that count slowly, 15-minute time frame. What you'll notice here is a flat-looking structure right here, guys. So we got 3 there, and then 5 here. Okay, that's a flat. It's even better looking in Ethereum. I think that's a fourth wave. 1, 2. I think all of this right here is that's the bottom of 3. Okay, this flat will finish the fourth, and then we'll come down for an extended fifth wave. Extended fifth of C. That's a guess. That's an idea. Okay. And that'll be 5 waves down, break the low. Do you know how many stops there are down here? For anybody that's long, you know how many stops there are down here? All in this zone down here. Lots of liquidity, man. Lots of liquidity. Going over to 6-hour chart. Look at the bottom of this wave right here at 28.8. I'm going to put a line right there, 28.8. That's a key line. I'm seeing a potential for this wave to come on down, break, take out all that liquidity. Take all that money from everybody that's long. Okay? We already took the money from the shorts. All the shorts had their stops up here. Okay? Anybody that was short from here or from here, their stops were right up here above it. We came out, boom, took out that liquidity. Now we're coming down. We're going to take out this liquidity here and probably shoot up after that. That's the way I'm looking at the chart, guys. That's the way I'm looking at the chart. Thanks, Robert Gordon. I appreciate it, buddy. Is that a book on psychology of trading? Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this flat and see where our entry to short could be, and then we'll look and see where the long might go. I'm looking for a long to retrace this entire wave, 60% to the golden zone at least, and so we can put the once the long sets up, if we get the long, we're looking at 52K, something like that. Bottom of these waves right here in this zone. Just depends on how deep we come down here. Okay. Yeah, 28K would be a good spring. Yeah, I think so. I think that might be a good fake out to the downside, get everybody bearish, and then boom, up we go. And either we'll go up in 5 waves or we'll go up in 3 waves. That'll remain to be seen. But I'm looking for something like this, something like that. Okay, so let's zoom in. Show you the count that I'm seeing right now. So with a flat, it's an ABC. Okay. A is 3 waves, B is 3 waves, and then C is 5 waves. I think we finished the 4th wave. If we look on the 5-minute time frame, you can see all the hidden bullish divergence on the 5-minute time frame, which means I think we have one more hit to the high. Okay, let me zoom out just a little bit like that. One more hit to the high. Here's my wave count. C should be 5. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Looking to get 5 right now. Looks like we got a 1, 2, a 5 working, maybe. So maybe this is a good count, or C is already finished. C is already finished and we're already heading down. Then I'll have to look for a different entry. So C could be done, but I don't think so. I think the hidden bull that I'm seeing on this chart is telling me another wave up. See the hidden bull right here? That's very powerful, hidden bullish divergence. This has come down in 3 waves to where I expect a 4th wave to come. I like this as a nice move to the upside like that. Okay. All right. So you have to ignore my family in the background because they are cooking, and they're cooking for me. So, all right. So I'm kind of looking. We pulled the retrace on the B wave. We're looking for anywhere between the 1-to-1 at 36.5, all the way up to 37.2 to 37.3, 94, up in that range there for this 5th wave to come on up. That looks pretty decent for a 5th wave move. So if we get it, we're looking for this range in here. Okay. And then if that finishes, if that's correct, then we've got an A, B, and C to finish up. I think the 5th wave of C to finish yet. And then that's going to be our short. That's going to be, so I think it's going to go up tonight at some point. I don't know how it's going to go up and where, but it's going to go up. I'm looking for a reversal wave anytime now. And then I'm looking for a wave back down to about 28K or so. Ballpark area, 29K, 30K. Could go to 26K, shoot, I don't know. I don't think it's going to go that deep, but I'm watching about 28, 29K. That's what I'm watching. And I'm looking for that area for a long, potentially, as a potential trade setup. Now, it doesn't mean I'm definitely going to go long there. It just means that I'm very, very interested in a long there. And that means I'm going to watch wave structure. I'm going to watch price action. I'm going to look for all the signals that I know to look for in the market for a long in that region. Okay, that's a very if I see very good evidence of oversold in the RSI, if I see some divergences that I'm liking seeing on the higher time frames all the way down, and I see confluence in those divergences all the way down in the different time frames, I'm going to really like that as an entry level, and I'm probably going to go long in that region on Bitcoin. Okay, but I'm not really trading Bitcoin. I'm trading Ethereum, but I'll trade Ethereum off of the Bitcoin chart and what it's doing. Okay, that's my main idea, guys. That's my main trade setup idea. You guys get that free of charge. This is kind of stuff I share all the time in the Discord, as well as we already did lives earlier to explain these trade setups. And I don't, I share them every now and with you guys just to give you an idea of what we get there. So I'm looking for a down move after that. That's the idea. Now, does that mean it's definitely going to happen? No, I'm not here to say that at all. It's a trade idea. That I think the wave structure is pointing to this. I think the wave structure that I'm looking at is pointing to what I'm showing you right now. However, doesn't have to happen. But it's looking really good. Again, I got the hidden bullish divergence, expecting this wave to come up and retest the top on the RSI, make a higher high in price, lower high on the RSI, and give me the divergence that I like to see for a nice short on the 15-minute time frame down to the downside. So that's the trade idea I'm watching. Okay, you can feel free to take a screenshot right now. There's the trade setup. All right, now let's look at Ethereum. We'll look at the same trade setup. Let's see what's going on there. So same thing here, guys. We're on the 5-minute chart. You'll see you have to learn to identify hidden divergence. It's a big deal for my trading. Hidden divergence is a big deal. Okay, you'll notice that the price came down very significantly, right? But the let me say that price came down, but it didn't come down as deep comparatively in the RSI as the RSI came down. In other words, the RSI in comparison to this peak, that's down. This is up. Okay, that's a big deal. Okay, that's what we call hidden bullish divergence. I'm looking at that as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I need to see the fifth wave to the upside. Looking for targets up here around $2,300 roughly. Let's zoom out. We'll try to get those targets for you. Looking at that again as a flat. A flat is a 335. Okay, I'll just show it to you. Flat structure. We got a 3 there. We got a 3 there, and then we're getting a 5-wave impulse right here. We need the fifth wave of C. Looks like that's a pretty decent trade setting up there. Okay, what we do, find the target for the top of that wave for our entry, is we're going to pull the retrace tool on the B wave. Boom. Guys, if you pay attention to these little nuggets, you can kind of pick up on how I trade, okay, and how I find targets and such. So we're going to pull the B wave retrace tool. We're looking for the one to one, anywhere from the 1 to 1 to the 1, 2, 3, 6 extension. Looking for 5 waves. Okay, I would like to see 5 waves with divergence. I don't have any divergence here yet, so this to me is a 4th wave. Looking for a 5th wave yet, so I'm still waiting for that guy. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get up here to this region, then I'm looking for a short, and that'll be a flat correction, and then short to the downside. You say, what's the overall structure we're looking at there? I know I'm going fast. You have to slow down the tape or the rewind it and watch it slower. But here's what I'm looking for overall. I'm looking at this as an A wave or an impulse, 1 wave to the upside or an A wave. Excuse me. And then I'm looking for a WXY here. W, X, and then Y. And the Y wave is going to be a WXY in and of itself, where you have W, X flat right there. Now I'm looking for a Y wave, and that Y wave is going to be 3 waves, okay? And this flat is instrumental in giving me that 3 waves. Let me show it to you. Looks good. Looks like we got boom. Then we got the flat right here. It's not finished, and then we'll get the 3rd wave down like that. Okay. Pull the extension off the overall structure. See if we can get a target here. Looking for this wave right here. Okay. Let's pull the overall extent. Let's pull the extension. Oh, sorry about that. Let's try it again. Trying to get rid of that. There we go. Got it. Get rid of that. I'm gonna pull the extension one different way here. Right here. So here, see if there's any confluence. Oh man, look at all the confluence of fibs right down here. Oh, guys, this is beautiful. Beautiful confluence down here. So I'd be watching 1850. 1800 to about I don't know, 1900, 1800 and 1900 in that range, looking for this wave to come down and finish. I do not want to see this broken. I do not want to see this wave broken. If this breaks down here, I'm not going to like my count. In fact, I'm going to reject it. Okay, so my overall structure then, I'm looking for the upside is something like this. There's A, this is B down here somewhere, and then C up here. A for Ethereum, B here, and then C. We're just not finished with B yet. It's been really, really complex. Okay, so we're waiting on B to finish. Just an idea, guys. Again, it's a trade setup. It's an idea. Okay. So that doesn't mean it's going to play for sure. It's just what I've done is I'm an Elliott wave trader. I look at the wave structure, okay, and I say what should I expect to see based on the wave structures I'm seeing. And this is my favorite count. I probably got other counts I could share, but this is my favorite count out of all of them that I'm watching to see if it's going to develop. This trade may not develop, guys. This trade may not develop, and if it doesn't develop, I'm not going to trade it. Okay, but right now this is an idea that it's a working idea. That I'm personally operating on. I have a risk management system and entry strategies that protect me from getting in trouble or trading a bad idea if it doesn't play. But this is something I'm sharing with you guys just so you can understand, a nice trade that could be setting up. So this is a possibility, guys, and this might be the big move we're waiting for this week. So I don't know how long this is going to take to come down. Okay, it could take a day or two, three. It might just come down in a day, right? But it's going to come down impulsively over a period of a day or two, most likely. Let's see, how long did this one take? This one came down from the 14th of June all the way to 18th. This took 4 days for this to come down. So this might take all week to come on down, and then by the end of the week we have a bullish reversal. Excuse me. So there's a possibility, guys. Mr. Killashade, is there a way we don't break 30? Not that I can tell. I think as far as Bitcoin is concerned, it needs to come down. If it comes down, it needs to come down impulsively. I think it needs to come down as an impulse and finish and break the low. I think it needs to break this low. It should probably break all the lows. So it's probably going to break 30 if I had to guess. So right now I'm currently looking for this thing to come up here. I'm currently long for that scalp trade, and then I'm going to be looking for short if the market gives it to me. Okay, market hasn't completely verified my scalp trade to the upside yet. I still think it's going to work out, but this thing, this thing, it could come down from here. It's already hit the 1-to-1 extension, so my wave count may be off. We may not be getting the fifth wave. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. Usually we get it, especially it's going to give us divergence most likely. But I don't know. Sometimes the makers, give us trouble, and they just take it down a lot faster than we expect. So, all right, guys. That's what I'm looking at, guys. That's the way I'm thinking about the wave. That's the way I'm looking to trade it. But right now, I think we're going to get some up movement tonight. Right now, it's correcting, but it's been pretty bullish today, and it makes sense because the C wave of a flat is very bullish. Right now, we're in the fourth wave correction of C, which is always 5 waves, and so I think we're looking for a long here up to the upper regions, 37.2, something like that. And then down we go. That's my trade idea, guys. That's the way I'm looking at the waves. Any questions? I'd be glad to answer those questions about this particular trade setup. I'd love for you to be part of the Discord. I share things like this all the time. In the second tier, especially, the second tier is where the trade setups really get propagated. Excuse me, my nose is itching. I often share charts, and I share setups, and I share I share setups in the lives every day, as I see them and as I see trade setups. I talk about those. We do 2 lives a day, in the morning and in the evening. And sometimes lately we've been doing quick afternoon updates a couple times here and there as they're needed, or I'll post a chart or whatever. But basically, Tier One's educational. It's basically for education, and the 2 daily Discord lives where I teach as well as show what I'm seeing in the charts every day, give you wave updates and analysis, and you can watch how I do it and learn from me as I do that. But it's mainly for educational purposes. But after those lives, I update my live charts, and you can actually see the chart that I've created during the live. I update the live charts. Tier 2 is when I offer trade setups. I give entries and exits and things like that before those trades, and I show charts, and I try to get different trade setups that I see as I see them. So, would invite you into the Discord. Hope you'd like to come in. So, um, yeah, head and shoulders. Yeah, maybe. Some people would call this a head and shoulders. There, it's not really in the position of a head and shoulders. Okay, so you know, yeah, I mean, there's something that looks kind of like a head and shoulders, but really it's not. I mean, technically, I mean, it's not really at the top of a wave. Head and shoulders should be at the top of a wave. Um, I mean, this is basically head and shoulders is this is an ABC move. Okay, um, and now this is actually an impulse, so it's really not a head and shoulders. An Elliott wave head and shoulders, just to help you understand what a head and shoulders is. You usually got a 5 wave move here, okay, and then an ABC that follows it, and there's your head and shoulders. That will then reverse on you like that. Okay, a more reversal type is if you get an ABC to the upside like that, and then you get an impulse down. That's a big one. Big reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all a head and shoulders is, guys. That's all a head and shoulders is. Okay. All right. I have, let's see. What day was that? I don't know who Michael Burry is. Waiting on you, Gordon. I don't know if you heard me or not. Oh, I see. Shorted the market in 2007 or 6. Yeah, sure. Let's look at Dow. What's the Dow? What's the Dow ticker? I know what SPX is, so I'll look at SPX real quick. Almost. I'm not quite. I got to finish up. Go ahead. I got to need about 10 minutes. Y'all feel free. Yeah, 4 hour chart. There's a lot of hidden bullish divergence here. Major hidden bullish divergence on the Dow. Okay, so this not the Dow, the S&P 500. This looks like it's going to come down some, but I think it's going to end up going up again because it's, I mean, big time hidden bull divergence on the 4 hour chart. Okay, yeah, that's looking kind of scary though. Looking kind of scary, but it's probably got more upside to go. It's got some more upside, but it looks like it has room to go down. 2-hour chart, man, look at that. Look at that. Look how oversold that is. Okay. So that move gave us an oversold condition. Most likely, it's this move right here is going to a 3-wave move up. So it looks like I got a 3-wave down, a 3-wave up, and I'm going to get an impulse down. So it looks like we're going to get a flat here and then up. It's the same thing that Bitcoin's making. Okay. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. Going to have a down day probably tomorrow and over this week, most likely on the 2-hour chart. That's the way it's looking. So this might have a little bit of up and then down we go. Create some divergence down here, and then up, because there's hidden bull here on this chart, big time, big time. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see this overall creating a flat. So yeah, all the signs are still pointing up for S&P 500. Let's look at DJ. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, that's a long right there on the 6-hour chart almost. Dow Jones looks really really good for. It might have some more downside to go, but basically this is a really nice looking on the 6-hour chart. A, B, C. Okay, it might have a little bit more down to come here. Maybe go up and then down a little bit more like that, down to this region, about 32.8, and then up we go again. Hidden bull is powerful. It's oversold. Yeah, looking like Dow's going to maybe come down a little bit more, or it could just go up from where it is. But looks like it's got a little bit more down in the tank and then up. Yeah, it's lining up perfect with the bottom of BTC. Lining up perfectly. Let's see. Let's look at what was the other one you asked for? NASDAQ. What's NASDAQ? What's the ticker name? NASDAQ Inc. Okay, there it is. All right, NASDAQ looks a little different than the other charts. Doesn't have the same hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, it hasn't broken structure yet, but it doesn't have the same hidden bull. But I see a little bit more upside maybe in this count here. It looks a little bit more impulsive. 1, 2, we might be in the 4th wave right here and then the 5th like that. So it looks like a little bit more down to go and then another pop to the upside. Most likely that's going to create some divergence here, some bearish divergence. Boom, boom, like that. And then we'd be looking for some downside on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, Gordon, that's right. Yeah, The Big Short. I remember that movie. I just couldn't remember. Yeah. Let me look at NDX here. See if it's any different. Yeah, you see how this is more oversold with some divergence here. So yeah, the NDX. Sorry. Um, looks like we got a running flat right here, and this looks like it's impulsing up. So yeah, I still see some upside to go here on the Nasdaq. So yeah, just reading the RSI and the wave structure the immediate wave structure, looking like we still have more up to go. So that's going to be correlate with Bitcoin going up as well. Probably the dollar going down a bit. Is the Fed speaking on Wednesday, man? I haven't looked at the news yet. So chemo, maybe that's something. So yeah, I'm looking to be a little. So to summarize everything and then call it a good video for tonight because I'm gonna go eat dinner with the family. Looking for Bitcoin to go up tonight, up to about 37.2, maybe somewhere around there. Maybe get a 5th wave. Let me show you on the small time frame. If you missed it, just rewind and I showed the count. Okay. So basically, looking for a 5th wave to the upside. Once that's put in, looking for a short from about 37.2. roughly. It could be a little. It could come down short before that. 36.8, bottom of that wave. Yeah, 37.2 is a really nice number. I like that zone. It makes a lot of sense from the retrace area that we like to go. So watching that zone right there, want to see Bitcoin get up here and then look for a short. Once that short gets put in, it might take 2 or 3 days for that to play out. And then once that's played out, then we'd be looking for a long. Once we break the bottom, about 28K range. We'll have to wait and see. So, thanks, Kimio. Appreciate it. Guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Let's see, the Ethereum chart, same thing. Same setup, just on the 5-minute chart. Looking for, I don't know, looking for, where's my fib here? Get a 15-minute chart. Get rid of all these. I'll be right in there, guys. Give me 1 second. They're calling me, guys. They're calling me. 10-minute chart. There we go. Looking for this wave right here, down to here. Boom. Looking for about 2300 to 2350, 2337 to 2350 ballpark. Looking for like I said, the fifth wave of C to get up here, and then looking for the short. I think the target zone, if I can find it, target zone was down here. I got it confluent here, about 1800 to 1900. I think was the target zone in that ballpark. But after both of those areas, we're looking for longs, guys. Looking for longs. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see. I don't think ETH is going to make a lower low, but I don't want it to make a lower low personally from a structure standpoint. But I do want Bitcoin to make that lower low, for sure. I'd like to see all that. I'd like to see all that. What do you call it? What was I saying? I'd like to see all that liquidity taken out. Let's look at the Bitcoin daily real fast, and then I'm going to go, guys. Daily chart. We were talking with my buddy Max. Here he was identifying on the daily the trend line on Bitcoin. Let me show you. Okay, this trend line right here. We've hit it a bunch of times. Okay, looking like we're going to come down. And hopefully the idea here is that if we make this short here and come down, all right, we come down, we take out this low, it'll create divergence. A lower low up here, higher low here, we'll get divergence on the daily, and then come back up to break that trend line, retest it, and keep rocking. So that's a really, really good idea on the daily chart there. I like that a lot. So looking really good, guys, for what I've been sharing. I think it's a great trade setup. A lot of potential for it to actually play out. Okay, let's see what Decrypto had to say. Jim, on the daily of BTC, if you inverse the chart, really doesn't look bullish. We could still be in a macro fifth wave. The structure down has respected that count since an all-time high. If I inverse the wave, doesn't look bullish. Yeah. I'm just looking at. I'm not sure if I understand completely what you mean. Because if you inverse the wave, I'm not sure, but my main count is ABC here. Okay, right there, and then if that's ABC, this could come up 2 ways. We could come up and make an all-time high here, all right, or we could simply go up in 3 waves. A, B, C. Maybe not that high, but you get the idea, though. Okay, those are the 2 ways, but I'm bullish overall once this wave is finished. Guys, it doesn't have to stop here at 28K. It could go all the way to 20K. By the way, but if it breaks and stays down here and doesn't wick back with buyers, guys, then the next support is 20K, guys. I'm sorry, but that's where it is. So watch out. Watch out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this is a 5-wave count, to be honest with you. So calling this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's possible. That's a possible count for sure, but it's not my number 1 count. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think this came low enough. I think this is crypto has been going to the 1618 and even a little bit beyond it normally on 3 waves. That's been a normal move. And those 3 wave structures or those ABCs often look very 5 wave-ish. I can show you wave after wave that kind of resembles that, but they are actually 3 waves if you look at them carefully. Let me just show you a couple of them real fast. Okay, for instance, right here, this wave right here looks very. This wave right here looks very 5 wave-ish, but it doesn't measure right. Okay, this wave right here also looks very 5 wave-ish. Okay, you get into 5 wave-ish. Yeah, this one's not. That one's not very good. Those are 2 examples right there where they're actually in 3rd-wave positions. Okay, they're in corrective wave positions, which are 3 waves most likely, but they look 5 wave-ish, right? So in order to look at this as a particular 3 wave, I've got to call this a 3, 3, and a 3. Okay, that's a WXY because this isn't 5 waves. Okay. And then my overall count is this was basically a running flat, a 3rd wave, and then we had a big WXY sideways, and now we're getting an impulse down. So that's the way I'm looking at the wave for now. Yeah, sorry, Decrypto man, I apologize. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it a night for that. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great, a great, what do you call it? A great happy Father's Day. I hope you guys enjoy your family, and thanks for stopping by. Don't sit and watch the charts all night. Go pay attention to your family. But anyway, thanks for stopping by the channel. Sorry to cut Sunday night charts short, but it's just the way it is tonight. But we'll be back with another video either tomorrow or Tuesday, just depending on what the need is. But if you want 2 videos every day, guys, come join the Discord. I work very hard to get those videos out consistently and on time. A morning update between 8 and 9 o'clock, and then an evening update around 5 o'clock. So anyway, with that said, hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you later. All right.